Hey y'all. Okay, I just wanted to make sure both lives are going at the same time. I am Slay, as tongue tie. I am Slay, as both of y'all, both lives know. But I'm gonna talk business today because my beautiful cousin challenged me to go live or post content every day for Vlogmas, which I used to do Vlogmas when I did YouTube. So we're gonna do content every day. So far I've been keeping up with it. I couldn't think of what reel or edited video I wanted to post today, so I decided to do a live. I do have content that I could post, but baby, that's gonna be another day. Today we're gonna talk business, and I'm gonna give you guys some of the knowledge that I have gained over the years. I've been in this game, the beauty industry, for almost 20 years. Yes, baby, getting old. Almost 20 years at the age of 29, okay? This is actually my 18th year in the beauty industry. So I'm going to go over a couple of things so you guys can know that I'm really about my ish and I know what I'm talking about. I hope that my comments will update as I'm going, but today we're going to be talking about service contracts, intake forms, liability waivers, and we're also going to be talking about doing consultations. So when you get a client, no matter what sector you're in the beauty industry, it starts with the initial conversation. So that initial conversation, hey sis, the initial conversation that you have with your client, whether you're a makeup tech, nail tech, lash tech, facial estheticians, no matter what you do, hairstylist, whatever part of the beauty industry you fall into, it starts with the initial conversation. And you want to make sure that you are always on point. You are greeting them professionally. You're talking to them professionally. Never slip out of your professional mode, no matter what energy the person brings. That's how I have lasted in this game as long as I have, even in the craziest of situations that I have had along the way. I've maintained my good name in this industry. You will not find one bad review about me online. You will not find one bad text thread about me online. I just stay out of the mess. That's my character. That's my role. For those of you that don't know, I go by Slayandra Styles. If you're on my Facebook or my Instagram, then you see that name already listed there. But how I came up with that name is because my real name is Ciandra. And so since I've been doing hair for so long, my clients kind of picked my original stylist name, which was the Sew-In Queen. But I decided to change that because it was like real typical, basic, and I felt like anybody could have that name. So I wanted to make mine more catered towards me and what I do. And so I'm just known for slaying hair. So I changed mine to Slayandra Styles, which is a take from my real name and what I actually do. So you guys can call me Slay for short, or you can call me CC if you know me as CC. Okay, so today I'm going to get into what you need to do when you first get a client after the initial conversation, when you're going into the consultation stage, or when you're having that first talk with them when they come to their appointment, however you want to do it. What I like to do is get all the paperwork done at your appointment. At your appointment, I handle everything. That first 30 to 45 minutes of your appointment is me getting to know you. We do like a brief consultation. If you have not scheduled one prior, I do an impromptu consultation on the appointment because I want to make sure that I know everything that I need to know before I touch anything on your head. So the first thing that I do is I give a COVID questionnaire, which is something that I started during the COVID days. I was still doing hair when the ban came about, I had to shut down. Then when we got ready to do hair again, baby, I was back doing hair. So I came out with a COVID questionnaire, and you guys can still use this. What I'm thinking about now, since COVID is kind of like the flu, basically, I'm thinking about just making this like a waiver just for if you're feeling under the weather, and it not being like COVID related, okay? But it starts with this, okay? You need to make sure before you touch that client that they're feeling good health. Okay, you need to make sure initially that they're in good health. Hey, mom. And you need to make sure that you don't touch them or operate on them or proceed forward if they're feeling under the weather. Because not only does that temper your space that you're working in, that tempers anybody that you come in contact with and yourself. So your livelihood, their livelihood is most important. So you make sure you do the questionnaire first. And it just goes over like different things that they may be feeling that day. And if any one of these are checked yes, a few things that I have on here is like sore throat, headache, cough, nausea, vomiting. If you have any of those type of symptoms, fever, I want you to come back, okay? Whenever the sickness goes away, I want you to come back, and you can reschedule. And what I normally do, because I take a deposit before I accept an appointment, I am a deposit stylist. I learned a long time ago that you need to have a deposit in place. So I am a deposit girly. I collect a deposit. Now that I'm traveling, I do things a little bit different. Before I was traveling, I used to collect a deposit soon as you book your appointment. Now that I'm traveling, I take a traveling fee when you're booking your appointment before I ever accept it, okay? So that's what I do. And then at your appointment, we go into that consultation stage, and we go over the questionnaire about how you're feeling today. So that way we can get that under wraps, and I don't have to worry about operating on you while you're feeling under the weather. During that consultation, we also go over the COVID release of liability waiver, right? That is where I let you know what I'm required to do by law, what you are required to do by law, and a few other things. So in here, I basically say that I understand that if any symptoms arise with me, no matter how I'm feeling, if I got a common cold, flu, strep throat, if anything arises with me, that I am aware that I need to stop your appointment and let you know immediately. And the same thing goes for you. I expect the same thing. And this is within 30 days time frame. I make sure that they don't have anything going on within 30 days. Not 2 weeks, not 3 weeks, 30 days. Because sicknesses nowadays take a little bit longer. Take a little bit longer to go away. So I make sure that you're not booking with me until 30 days after you're feeling under the weather. After that, I go over my safety precautions as far as what I do to ensure that I have a clean environment. I make sure that I go over that. You know, the universal safety precautions that everybody's supposed to follow no matter what field you're in. I make sure that I go over that with my clients so that they know I actually use barbicide. I don't know about the upcoming stylists now. I don't know if they're aware of barbicide, but I actually use barbicide, whether I'm traveling to you or whether I'm taking clients in-house. I still use barbicide. I've been using it, okay? And I use alcohol and I use bleach, okay? I make sure that I keep the same sanitation that I use in the beginning. I don't switch it up just because I'm traveling. So I go over my safety precautions as far as keeping my combs and my scissors clean. You subscribe. Keeping my combs and my scissors clean, keeping my brushes clean. I don't put anything on you that is not clean. I actually have my travel bag right here so you guys can see it. When I'm on the go, I take 2 bags with me. I take my mini travel bag right here. This has my key essentials in it. This is my needle, thread, got to be my brushes, anything that I need. What is this? The concealer. I make sure I take shower baggies with me. everything that I need. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me mute real quick. Okay, I'm back. I'm so sorry. I got a call. So this is my travel bag right here. I'm gonna pick it up right where I left off. This is my travel bag right here. I take this with me every appointment, and I also take a shoulder bag with me to cover like my flat irons, blow dryers, my hot tools mat, because I take a heated mat with me so that I can make sure if I take hot tools with me that I put them on here, so I don't have to worry about a surface there if they have like something that I could put my flat iron or anything like that on. And I'm also, honestly, as I go, I'm getting better. I'm thinking about taking a folded table with me, so that way I can make sure that I have a table set up too if they don't have like an available table or something. But so far so good. My clients pretty much understand what I need when I arrive. Okay, they pretty much understand. So I haven't had any issue with like being able to find like a area in the home to set up. So this is everything that I need in here. I take everything that I need. I also take in my shoulder bag my cape and my aprons. I still wear my cape and my aprons even when I'm traveling, because sanitation is very important. It's very important. I'm not gonna not wear my cape or apron on my clients because I'm traveling to you. Sanitation is sanitation, babes, and presentation is presentation. So along with going over my safety protocols, I think I got to do my live over on Instagram. Hold on, y'all. Can I put it in like, I wonder if I could do it like save later. What y'all think? Hold on, because I don't want that live to mess up. I'm just going to exit out of that one because I want to keep this one going. Okay, so after I do that, right? After I go over my safety precautions, hey, Miss Chandra, I then do my client's statement of confirmation, meaning she understood what we went over and she signs right here that she understood what we just went over. If you do not agree, you don't have to book with me. You don't have to book with me. But if you agree, you sign right here. So that way I make sure that you know and I know that we agreed upon these things today. Then this one is the updated one, so it doesn't have the COVID questionnaire as a separate loose leaf anymore, and now has it like right here on the next step, because I need to simplify things. I like things simple. After that, we fully confirm at the end. Another thing that I do, like I said, I do the consultation right before your appointment. I'm not showing up and getting straight to work. That's not how I operate. I make sure that the contract is signed and sealed before I start touching anything. Before I touch a comb, a brush, scissors, your hair, before I look and assess anything, I make sure the contract is signed. So that way I can protect me, my business. I've been doing this for 18 years, okay? So I make sure everything is sealed before we go forward. So then I have a client intake history and consent form. This one is a little bit different. This is what you would normally do at a typical consultation with a client. This covers their key personal information that you would need in order to be able to know who you service today, because you have to keep a paper trail. You have to keep a paper trail. I don't agree with doing everything digital. A lot of people do, but if that document gets deleted, then it's gone. I believe in having both paper and digital. So I keep a paper trail of everything that I do. And this is the initial contract. In this contract, this covers just about everything that the COVID waiver and the liability waiver doesn't talk about. So this is the initial things that I need from you. I need to know who you are, who's your emergency. Thank you. I need to know who you are, who's your emergency contact, just in case you fall out and have a seizure or a heart attack or something. I need to know who I need to call. Because I can call the ambulance all day, but if something happens and it's fatal, who's going to know what happened at your appointment? How they're going to contact your people? So I need to know your information, your emergency contact, and then I also need to know, how did you find out about me? That's how I learned about doing any, because some people want to give credit on how they found out about you. So some people find me from Instagram, Craigslist, YouTube, word of mouth. If your best friend comes to me and then now you decide to come to me, I'm going to give her credit for you coming to me. So I normally offer a referral discount, but I have the punch cards. I used to do where you just get a discount on your service, or I'll give you like $10 off your next service or whatever, or a percentage. But now I do the punch cards, just like the nail salon, baby. If they could do it, I could do it too. I give a punch card and then we go from there. And then each time, you come to me and you refer somebody, we're tacking that off each time. And I still do that when I travel to you. No matter if it's one viewer or 100, you just keep going. Yes, ma'am, because one thing that I learned about live, just to pivot real quick, people always watch me after the live. That's what I learned about live. I don't know if it's just me or if they scared that I'm not going to like communicate or talk with them, but they always, when I got off those last two lives, 300 something views, 200 something views after the live. So I got to keep it going, baby. I know that y'all want the knowledge, and you might want to watch it later, or you might want to watch from the window, because I watch from the window. So I don't care if you don't pop in the live, because I watch from the window, unless it's real good and I want to love it. So I come in, then press a little heart, okay? So the next topic that I'm going to be talking about is your allergies. I need to know what you're allergic to. Some people know exactly what they're allergic to. Some people don't know anything at all. So if you don't know what you're allergic to, I need you to put it right here. I'm not sure what I'm allergic to. Because if I use, say for instance, I use my, well, I wouldn't use that one. I would use my growth oil, but pretend this is my growth oil, right? If I use this is my body oil though, my vitamin E oil. But if I use my growth oil on you and you're allergic to something in here, and you didn't tell me what you were allergic to because you didn't know, and you put you don't know, that releases me from liability, okay? That releases me because you didn't know, I didn't know, and we took the necessary precautions. I asked you in the beginning, what are you allergic to? To your knowledge, you didn't know. To my knowledge, you didn't know. So that releases me. If I use this holding spray on you, this is one of my favorite holding sprays, okay? Y'all getting some gems today. So if I use this holding spray on you and you're allergic to it, and you put that right here on this paper, hey, I'm allergic to Tresemme Extra Hold holding spray, baby, I'm not going to use that on you. I'm probably going to use this one, okay? Or another holding spray. I'm going to use something else. If you're allergic to it, I'm going to use something else. I'm going to use Spritz. Yes, I still use Spritz. I'm going to use something else if you're allergic to it. And this stuff is not even planned. It's just sitting here because I really be using shit, okay? So, then I get into, do you have any health conditions that may interfere with me doing your hair? Meaning, if you do have seizures and they just happen randomly, or if you have narcolepsy where you just fall asleep randomly. That's something, if you would like to share, and you want me to know that it would interfere with me doing your hair, then that's something I should be aware of, because then I'll know, okay, she's just taking her little nap because it's uncontrollable, you know. But it'll let me know to be aware of certain things, so that I'm not just questioning. Like, I might think you passed out of there, and you passed out because it's uncontrollable, you know what I mean? So that just helps me out. Then I ask you, do you have any hair or scalp conditions? Meaning, do you have a dry scalp? Do you have a flaky scalp? Do you have an oily scalp? Let me know what type of hair and scalp condition that you have. Do you have split ends? Do you have super straight hair? Let me know anything that you want to put right here. Let me know what it is to the best of your knowledge. Then I ask you, what are your concerns with your hair? Like damage, breakage, brittle, like I said, oily, dry, flaky. Anything you feel like you need to tell me, just put that in that section. Then I ask you, what kind of products do you use normally when you're at home? And that section is right here. I cover everything you could think of in my initial 30 to 45 minutes of your appointment. And when I say go like that, it's so fast. And I actually read over my contract with you while you're signing it. So you're not just sitting there in the frenzy like, oh my gosh, I got to read all this. No, I'm going to read it to you. You can follow along, and then we're going to sign. And you also can get a copy of this so that you have it for your records as well. And so then I ask you, how were you referred to me? And like I said, I do that because I want to give credit where it's due. I want to give them some type of reward or something, so that way you'll keep coming back. Whether it's the punch card or just giving your friend credit. If you know you just booking with me because you want to fly sew-in for your wedding and you don't normally do sew-ins, it's okay. I'm still going to credit your friend because she brought somebody to me. Hey, Bree. And then I go over my booking policy, cancellation policy, and I also have my consent for precautions. Then I go over my late policy, which I abide by a late policy too. When I first started doing the traveling, it took me some time to get used. It wasn't the typical traveling. Like, I come out of town and I do hair all the time. But now that I'm solely traveling, it took some getting used to trying to find people's addresses and being on time, leaving super early and getting my shower and all that out the way so I could be prepared for my whole day, right? It took me some time. So I was late to my first ever traveling appointment, right? And I felt so bad, but what I decided to do is for every minute that I'm late, I take $1 off for each minute. So if I came to you 20 minutes late, that's 20 minutes off your service. So I ended up getting to my client 15 minutes late because I could not find her address, y'all, for the life of me. I could not find it. And when I finally got there, I'm like, oh, shoot, I'm 15 minutes behind. And so when I got in there initially, hey, I'm so sorry for being late. 15 minutes off your, $15 off your service because I was 15 minutes late. My client said, girl, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I ain't even worried about it. And so when she paid me, I still took it out of there, gave it back to her. And she said, you keep that. That's your tip. I put a tip in there too. I was like, girl, because my clients, they love me. They love me. That's why you have to be professional no matter what happens. I have not gotten this far without a bad review for no reason. You got to be professional at all times. I mean, from texting to talking on the phone to emailing to in person. You have to be professional at all times. It don't matter what happens. You can say something like we were saying the other day on live. You can say something in a way where it doesn't offend people. If I said, hey, B-I-T-C-H, or I said, hey, B-I-T-C-H, like, it makes a difference. You know what I mean? So carry that same type of analogy when you're doing business. Don't do that word, but carry that same type of analogy. If I say this way, is it going to rub them the wrong way? Like, hey, you know, on my booking policy, it does say that I charge a late fee, so I will have to charge you today for being late. I do apologize if you did not see that or if you weren't aware about it, but I do have to charge you a late fee because it's in my booking policy and it's also posted on my website. that's not going to offend somebody as you late. You need to pay a late fee. Attitude matters, okay? You got to say stuff where people can easily intake that information and it's not rubbing them the wrong way. My whole thing is, when you come to me, I want you to look just as good as you thought you was going to look when you leave, if not better. I want you to look like how you saw my photos or you saw the other client photos. And when you leave, I want you to look and feel that same way. I be posting my friend Ebony all the time when she give her reaction, because that really be her reaction. So when she come to me, she excited from before she even sit in the chair. She like, girl, I know you about to do my hair in, girl. She be excited. So when I'm done, I got to keep your momentum, if not better. And sometimes that do put pressure on you, but like if you've been in this industry this long, hey Key, if you've been in this industry this long, it won't shy you away. It won't shy you away. It won't. So next is my booking policy. Basically what I say is all booking requirements are listed briefly on the website, like I was saying. I give it to you on the website. I give it to you in email form. And I also make sure that I read it to you in my contract. You have multiple forms, so you cannot say, hey, I don't think that's, a part of the contract. It is. And when I tell you I follow my contract to a T, I don't put nothing on my website that I don't follow. I don't put nothing in the email that I don't follow. I don't put nothing in this paperwork. When my friend came to me, that same friend I was just telling you about, she said, I got to sign yes, you have to sign a contract. Because one thing about business, when money is involved, people get real crazy. And that's not to say I feel that you are going to act that way, but when money is involved, people get real shaky. So if I don't follow this contract just because you're my friend, what happens if we fall out and then you decide to sue me? I didn't have no contract in place. Now you suing me, probably being petty, want to sue me because now you don't want to see me doing good in business because we done fell out. I got to have a contract in place regardless of if you're my family, my friend, relationship. If you do your man hair and you don't have him sign a contract, baby, you're crazy. You're crazy. People make up and break up every day, and I don't want to be on that flip side of Mad Day. I don't want to be on Mad Day with you, and then you done sued me. Now we can't come back from it. I don't want to do the Mad Day with you. So everybody got to sign this. Before I put my paws on you, everybody got to sign this. Because I don't want to do something and then you feel because I did something different than your other stylist, or you feel because it's something you never had before, or you feel because you didn't fell out with me, now you want to take me to court. And about my business, I'm so serious. That's why I'm coming to y'all now, because I am so serious about business. I literally wake up business, go to sleep business. I went to sleep at 4 a.m. because I'm so about business. I did not go to sleep yesterday till I had everything done that I wanted to do yesterday for my business. I went to sleep at 4 a.m. Yes, and when I was in the shop, I had to, yes. Consent forms are important. So when I talk about following it to a T, I follow it to a T. I'm not going to tell you to do something that's not in my booking policy. And if something occurs and I have to let it slide and then I have to go and update my booking policy because something happened that I did not cover, I'm immediately putting it in my booking policy. And you're going to notice, dang, I didn't see that last time, but you're going to be signing it this time. So I can make sure you and me both don't go through that situation again. I'm going to give y'all a brief situation without exposing any names. I had a client where I did her whole entire head. And my policy is you pay me before I do your hair. You pay me before I do your hair. I need to know that you got the money before I do your hair. So I should have a contract when I'm doing facials. Yes, ma'am. because that's skin related. That's internal. If something goes wrong, they could break out. They could get some type of damage to their skin. If something goes wrong, it don't matter if you did everything right and you swear up and down you did and there was a camera there and everything. When they left that shop, when no cameras was rolling, when I'm not in contact with you, and I say this happened, did y'all ever see, it was a story online before that got real big of them doing the chemical peels. Remember when chemical peels was like real popular? And people start coming out saying this chemical peel damaged my skin. It left me a rash. My skin is burned. That's why you need a contract. Because regardless if you feel like you did everything right at that appointment, when they leave you, a client first thought is, oh, my stylist did it. My nail tech did it. They don't think of, user error. They don't think of, oh, I probably didn't follow what she told me to do for aftercare. I probably shouldn't have got right in the shower right after she just put this edge control and holding spray on my head. I wouldn't even think about that. Now my edges is waved up and looking crazy, and now I gotta fix my edges an hour after my appointment because I didn't think, oh, I shouldn't have gotten in the shower right after. I wasn't thinking about the moisture, but I'm gonna get online, I'm gonna bash you, and I'm gonna say, you didn't put enough product in my hair, you didn't use the right product for my hair, look at my hair. User error. I don't just let you leave my establishment, or now that I'm traveling, I don't leave your establishment without letting you know aftercare and maintenance. And I offer takedowns. If you don't offer takedowns or some type of touch-up for your clients, you really, we went over this in school, but I didn't think about it when I started on my own. So, dealing with the big organ of the body. The skin is your biggest organ. So you want to make sure that all of that is in place, because I kid you not, y'all, it does not matter if you did everything right. There is always somebody looking for a payday. Think about the amount of accidents that people get into when don't nothing be wrong with them. They looking for that payday soon as they get in that accident. And you might be that person, so you understand exactly what I'm saying. So imagine if that happens with a hair appointment, with a lash appointment, with a makeup appointment. Imagine if that happens. Automatically you're assuming it was the technician. Definitely get the consent form. And if you're doing any type of businesses, which I'll get into, you need to have an NDA. If you're partnering with anybody and you're sharing your most valuable of information, you need to have an NDA. So that way when we leave this business meeting, we leave this table and we decided, oh, I was going to share my Christmas mock-ups and my Christmas rollout campaign that I'm going to do. And I just told you during a sit down, because we having girl talk and we doing this business meeting, and I forget that I even told you that now it's online what I'm about to do for my Christmas campaign, and you didn't told everybody. Now I can't even launch my Christmas campaign. You need to have an NDA. And I know that scares people. When you say NDA, you automatically think, oh my gosh, I'm so hush, I can't mention anything. No, it's just that I don't want you telling anything that's going to put my business on ground zero. Yes, like a business prenup. I don't want you messing up anything that I have planned. And sometimes people speak too soon. Sometimes you tell your blessing before you all the way have it, because you're so excited you just want to share it. That's why I do less talking about what I'm doing. When y'all see me, I'm trying to give value. When y'all see me, I'm trying to give y'all something that I've been through already so that you don't have to go through it. I'm about to come up one. Yes, ma'am. And what I will say is, because I got here by myself doing these contracts. However, I have also purchased contracts and NDAs from a lawyer, a beauty lawyer. And yes, you can go on Google, but one thing you want to do is make sure you equip it with the laws in your state. You can go on Google, but you want to make sure you equip it with the laws in your state. You want to make sure that you're not infringing upon anybody's rights. You want to make sure you're not wording things away where you're basically pressuring the person to not have any other option but to sign. Because at the end of the day, they don't have to sign anything. But you also don't have to do business with them either. They don't have to sign anything. They don't have to agree with your policy at all. But if they told you they didn't agree and you still accepted them anyway, and then you didn't have no type of waivers or liability signed, and then something happens after that, baby, that's your whole business. Why do y'all think businesses just rebrand to new names just randomly out of nowhere that you don't even remember where that brand went? It then became another brand because of bad reviews, bad business, bad products. Yeah. Businesses go MIA all the time. And they come back with a new name and y'all be thinking it's a new business. They'll put a new CEO there, change the name. It'll be the same business, same product, new label, same ingredients, new label, same packaging, new label. And y'all think it's a new business. New face of the company, same business. New name, same business. It happens all the time. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is my cancellation policy. Some people have to be careful with this. Because there are some people that believe, even though I didn't service you, I could still charge you the full amount for your service. I've never operated that way. I don't agree with operating that way. And I'm going to tell you why. You did not perform a service on that person. So to say because I did a no call, no show, or because I showed up late, or because you just want to, are you going to charge me the full amount of my service before I can book with you again because you feel like I played with you? Girl, you infringing upon their rights as a client. For real. You can't be going around here charging for something that you didn't even provide. Just because you put it in your contract. Just because you put it in your service agreement. Technically, you didn't provide a service and you had them pay you in full because they did a no call, no show. And now you feel like that's okay. No, that's highway robbery. If you really break it down, that's highway robbery. You charge them the full total of their service and you didn't even do a service on them. But because people are so money hungry and because they want to make sure they get paid for that no call, no show, instead of just canceling out the whole client, because there is a such thing as a blacklist. You can cancel out the whole entire client. I have it for businesses, clients, hotels that I be staying at. I make a whole blacklist. You know how people say they was blackballed? I do that with things that I don't like. If I don't like that nail salon, right on my blacklist, I'm not going back. If I didn't agree with that client, I didn't like the way that went, blacklist. You're not coming back. And you can have that in the... This is a era where people have to post about it for it to be real, right? They want to take a picture or a video before they help you. People have to literally catch it on camera for it to be real. You can silently do things as well. I don't agree with that, so I'm just not going to book with her. I don't operate that way, so I'm just not going to have that conversation. I'm just not going to be back. You can silently do things as well. You don't have to record and post and take photos of everything. You don't have to operate that way. When I do my cancellations, what I do is you can't get your deposit back. That's just me though. If you made an appointment with me, now that I'm traveling, I charge a traveling fee, which is still a deposit. Thank you. I'm really trying to give y'all some good gems. I know I do talk to them about their skin and as those questions, but I didn't think about having a contract. Yes, ma'am, because honestly, without this contract, you just giving them, you helping your client become the same thing that you are, giving them all your time, your effort, your knowledge, a service, and everything on free. And ain't no track record of it. If you do business that way where you don't cover yourself, you the one getting effed over in the end. You want to make sure you're protected at all times. It don't matter who's sitting there. I don't care if Beyonce herself sit in your chair. You want to make sure that contract is signed. And I know a lot of people, because I'll talk about this too, a lot of people ask me why I don't do celebrity clientele and why when they like tag me in certain stuff and be like, oh, she does, because people will tag me and be like, she does hair in Kansas City, or when I was down there, oh, she does hair down here. Baby, I'm not looking for that. I'm one of the few stylists that like being a regular stylist that likes having regular clientele. Regular clients pay better anyways. Regular clients are more loyal anyways. Regular clients be more guaranteed money than you going and working with a celebrity. Because 9 times out of 10, they got to have more than one hairstylist. They got to have more than one nail tech, more than one makeup artist. They want to use you for this city and don't want to book with you again for months or years down the line. I don't got time for that. I like building personable relationships with my clients where we on the same page. You follow my booking policy. I ain't got to chase you about my money, and whatever we talk about stays here. I'm not a messy stylist either. Like I posted the other day, you're not going to come to me talking about what Sarah did over there or Nikki did over there and then think that we about to sit here and kumbaya about it, and then you go take what Slay said back to Sarah and Nikki and then be like, oh, and now we got hairstylist beef. I don't do that. I don't want to talk about it because people like doing that back and forth stuff, and I got to keep my name clean because at the end of the day, I'm running the business, and I don't just run one, I run multiple. So I'm running the business, so I got to make sure my hairstylist name stays good. I got to make sure my beauty company stays good. I got to make sure my reparation stays good, and I'll talk about each one, but this is strictly about the hairstylist right now. Thank you, girl. So with the cancellation policy, my deposits are non-refundable because I took the prep time to get to you or to get ready for your appointment. So that needs to be rendered in cash. Okay. If I prepped for your appointment and now you can't come, render me in cash. And that's it. Just the deposit. I don't need the full total of your service. If you prepaid the full total, I will give it back to you, honey. I only need the deposit. And honestly, I stopped letting them full pay for their service and only pay a deposit for that very reason. So I don't have to worry about refunds and all that. I'm not somebody that has to issue a lot of refunds because either they happy with the service or I took only what I was supposed to take to begin with. After my cancellation policy, which basically just says, if you no call, no show more than one time, then I'm not going to service you again. 2 strikes you out, not 3. 2 strikes you out. You no call, no show, I give you a pass. You can come back again. But after that second time, blacklist, baby. You're not coming back because my time is valuable. And you got to have something in place where you're following. Don't, okay, I know you my friend and I know you overslept the first time, and I know you had a doctor's appointment you forgot about the second time, and I know your kids needed you that third time. You couldn't find no babysitter, so okay, you can no. A contract is a contract. A policy is a policy. It's better to be pissed off than pissed on, okay? So the conversation got to be had no matter who it is. But the conversation will be had. I'm very big on that. The conversation will be had. I don't care who it is, what it is. The conversation gonna be had. Then I go into my precautions. This is where I go over me using a product on you that you may not have known that you were allergic to, and you didn't put it over here in the list saying, hey, I was allergic to that. That's listed here. I should not be held liable for something that you didn't know and I didn't know. And when I patch test this, because you should be doing a patch test, I do this all the time. My clients probably don't even pay attention that I'm doing a patch test, but I do a patch test every time. I don't care what it is. I don't care if I use this on you 1,000 times. I swipe it real quick so I can see in the initial swipe if anything happens. I don't care if I use this spritz on you 1,000,000 times. I swipe it to see if it's going to cause a reaction, because people's skin changes, allergies change all the time. I have really sensitive skin. Sometimes I can use a deodorant and then I can't use it again. Sometimes I can use a body wash and I can't use it again. I have sensitive skin. So it's important that no matter how many times you did something, that you just take the necessary precautions so that it doesn't cost you in the long run. I don't have no lawsuits and no crazy bad reviews and smut on my name, whether personal name or in the industry, because I just don't do bad business, and I believe in just cutting ties before you even get to, to that point. So then in this section, what I put is you agree to follow my booking policy, my cancellation policy, my late policy. And what my late policy was, I'll actually tell you guys. My late policy was a 15-minute grace period. When I first started, I allowed people up to an hour past their appointment to still get serviced. And the reason why I did that is because I really wasn't even making anything. So that's why I said I understand people who be doing stuff for the purpose of the money. I would spend what I made back on my products, which I still do, but now I actually have a profit at the end of that. In the beginning, I'll give y'all a little backstory. In the beginning, I was literally charging $35 and $45 for sew-ins. Who do you know that does that right now, this day and age? I was charging $35 if you wanted to leave out a partial, a natural, and $45 if you wanted a full sew-in, no leave out, invisible part, no part, trying to bang, or side part where it had a little split in it, no part. Yeah, $35 and $45. Who do you know that still charges that? And that's why it was so important for me to allow people such a big grace period, because I'm like, I'm not really making that much. And back then, I would literally do 4 or 5 clients a day and be cool. Because I'm like, okay, I made a little something. I could go buy my products, I could get me something to eat, I made a little something. And people didn't mind tipping too, because it was already cheap. And that's another thing. When you pricing your stuff, don't try to keep up with your competition and thinking that you have the same skill level, so you want to come off rip charging so much. I did hair for free. I did hair for the low, like I just told y'all. The reason why I ever went up on my prices was because of my clients. Anytime I've ever raised my prices was because my clients said, girl, you need to charge more. Girl, you need to charge more. So I went from $35 and $45 for sew-ins to $50 all sew-ins. I can get y'all the back story. I went from $35 to $45 to $50 any type of sew-in. And as my skills advanced and I start changing my prices, my clients like, girl, charge more. I went from $50 any sew-in to $65 any sew-in. Then when we got into that lace stage back in 2013, 2014, when we was getting into that lace era and I learned how to do that, they said, okay, girl, now you done got it. You need to charge a little bit more. So I said, okay, I'm going to do 65 for partial still, and then I'm going to do 80 for a full. And if you want a lace, I'm still going to charge you 80. I had a client come to me, kid you not, she wanted me to be her personal hairstylist, live in her house, only work with her. And I said, I don't know about that, because I like to make my money. I don't want to. She's like, no, you can still do other people's hair on the side, but I just want you to be my personal stylist. I will let you live in my guest bedroom. Girl, you don't have to worry about nothing. I just need you to do my hair. Anytime I need my hair, I just need you to do my hair. I'm like, I don't want. And have y'all ever heard of a client doing that? That's why I say when my clients rock with me, they literally rock with me. She said, the same client, you need to charge more. You're not charging enough. So instead of doing 65, I tested it. I said, okay, what if I do 80 any type of sew-in? Them 65 people, they might not be that picky because it's just a couple more dollars. So I did $80 any sew-in. Then she was like, she was coming to me getting 5 and 6 bundles in her head with a closure or frontal. Me, little old me, fitting 5 to 6 bundles in the days where they was doing 2 bundles max. They was like, we can't fit all that hair in there. How y'all getting all that hair? Then we went into the 3 bundle stage. I'm telling y'all, I'm an OG stylist. I didn't seen about every era, okay? Then we went into the 3 bundles. People was able to fit 3 bundles. I was doing 5 and 6 bundle installs. This 2014, 2015, 5 and 6 bundle installs. And my client said, girl, this is a lot of work. You got to charge a little bit more. That same client. I said, okay, I don't want to go too high. If I go too high, I was so scared about losing people, y'all. Anytime I raised my prices, I was so scared about losing clients. That's why I say charge your worth. Do not put that pressure on yourself or limit yourself to the point where you feel like you can't charge more just because, yeah, your skill advanced, but your client's not there yet. Your client's so stuck on what you charge them when they first came to you, and clients do get attachment. You my stylist, I've been coming to you for 5-6 years, you gonna do me like that? You gonna charge me that? My biggest pet peeve is a client, just because they've been coming to me, say, how much you gonna charge me? That's my biggest pet peeve. Baby, the price is the price. When the price go up, it go up. I'm sorry that you've been coming these 6 years, but you have to grow with me, not away from me. If you want to grow away from me, fine, but you got to grow with me, baby. If I got to charge more, I got to charge more. The economy goes up every year. If I have to charge more, I have to charge more. Them same products I used to get for $2 and $3, they $10 now, baby. If I got to charge more, I have to charge more. Because one thing about my clients, they don't have to bring anything but their extensions unless they get their extensions from me. And if they get their extensions from me, now you don't bring nothing to your appointment. I don't have you bringing your grease and your oil and your holding spray and your glue and your hair ties and your rubber bands and your bobby pins. I don't have them bringing what I'm supposed to provide to their appointment. And I'm one of the few stylists who was offering shampoo service. Who 2013, 2014, offering a shampoo service. Baby, full circle. From the time you step in the door to the time you leave. Hooded dryer. Shampoo service. Oil treatment. Whatever, ends trimmed. Haircut if you want one. Before I do anything. Before I braid you down. Before I put that hair in your head. Oil in your scalp. I've been doing this. oil in your scalp before I put them bundles in. I will wash the bundles before I put them in. Full service. And that price remains the price. Whatever price I tell you, I don't up that price later on because, okay, she want a little bit more curls than the typical curls that I do. Even though I got a standard fee for curls, if your curl fee is not included in your styling, which my styling is included in the full service. My style, if I gotta trim your bundles to make it layered, that's already included. I don't charge you extra to add layers into your bundles. Like, that's insane. I don't charge you extra because you want longer bundles. I don't charge you extra because your hair is long. I'm not that stylist. But I understand why people, that's why I say I understand why people be about the money and just about the money, because at the end of the day, they're thinking about themselves and their livelihood. But you have, in order to sustain your business and be in business for a long time, it has to be more than just the money that you're making. It has to be. Me and my passion, I've always been passionate about helping people. And this is just what I do. In every asset of my life, I help people. So when I did my business, I said my business got to be the same way. And how I got into the bundle industry is because back in 2013, 2014, 2015, during that time frame when we was in them YouTube days, when bundles started hitting the scene and everybody had to have them, my clients didn't have a source. The hair they was getting out the beauty supply that was supposed to be bundles because they want to rush and put something in the beauty supply because the bundles was the thing. Frontals start coming around, closures start coming around. That was the thing. So they just start throwing that trash hair out there. My client said, girl, I need some good hair. And y'all know one thing about Slay gonna get some good hair. One thing about Slay gonna get some good hair. Slay gonna get some good hair. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all too. I'm gonna show y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Cause y'all think I'm playing. Hold on. This ain't even about that on this live, but hold up. Cause y'all think that I'm playing. One thing about Slay, presentation is everything. Slay gonna get you some good bundles. One thing about Slay, my name has been good for a long time. A long time. I'm gonna make sure you have what you need, baby. Okay? Okay? I don't just talk it. I'm going to make sure you have what you need. I've been in this industry for a long time. I started my hair company a long time ago. I've been wearing bundles since end of 2013. I've been wearing bundles for a long time. So if I don't know a lick of nothing by now, that would be a sad case. That would be a sad case. I got to know something. My client said I need that hair and I went and got it. That's how. And I started selling it to my clients. Then they said, no, girl, you got to turn this to a business. We need that bundle and that closer and that frontal all the time. And kid you not, my first business was supposed to be called Pure Bundles. Because I'm like, these bundles like water, baby. They pure. These bundles like water, baby. It was supposed to be called Pure Bundles. Then I went into 95 Tresses, which I got the binder here. We're going to talk about it next. This is going to be a little lengthy live because I want to make sure y'all get everything y'all need today. So back to this though, so I can sum it all up. My late policy, I gave you 15 minutes grace period. And if you go beyond that, I'm sorry, baby, we can't do business today. We got to reschedule you. We got to reschedule you. And I even give an example of what being late is and what being on time is. I put the example there so you know. And these little things right here, you just check them. Just like when we was in school, you just check it, make sure you know you understand. And I know that you understood. So it says basically that I agreed to follow Slayandra's booking policy, cancellation policy, late fee. And so people don't get clever, I also have my real name in here. I have my hairstylist name and real name. Slayandra Styles. I have my real name in here with the name that I'm operating under. So people don't get clever like, oh no, she was going by this. No. Don't get clever on me. Also, I agree not to quote prices. I have that in here because it's so important. I understand, like, during sales, y'all can have y'all clients tell people, like, okay, she charging $35 for these lashes, girl. She charging $20 for makeup right now. Whatever y'all doing as a sale, I get quoting prices during them times, but just on a day-to-day, it's not good for your clients to go quoting prices to potential clients. Because if at any time that you go change them prices on your website, that new client is going to be shied away. Because, baby, you told me she charged $50. I get on that website, she charged $75. Now I don't know if I want to book no more. I'm going to have to find somebody that charged $50 because that's in my budget. Make sure they don't quote prices. Especially if you in a good space with them to the point where, because, like, my friends, my good friends that have been coming to me before I even was offering clients down here, they don't pay the same amount as when I'm traveling and I'm doing hair on the regular. My hair fees is my hair fees, period, point blank. But those that are no longer clients, my OGs, the ones that regardless of if I was doing hair or not, I was still doing it for them. When I stopped doing hair completely, because y'all know I've stopped doing hair twice now. When I stopped doing hair completely, I was still going to make them house calls or allow them to come to me. They don't pay the same. They're what they call grandfathered in. You don't want them quoting, oh, she only charged me $10 to cut my hair. You know dang well you charge $30 to cut hair. Then she go telling them she only charged $10 to cut hair. Then they get to you, they like, and this is another reason why I like them to pay up front. I ain't gotta have it in my pocket, but I need to see that you got the money. Whether you got it laid on the table or whatever, I need to see that you got the money. Because I have had, like I was going to say earlier, I have had a client that have came to me and she did not have the money. And that's why that policy is in place. Because I don't know if you came to rob. I don't know what you came to do. But we're not doing that. So I need to make sure you got the money. I had to follow her to the bank because she said she needed to go get it out her bank. I had to follow her to the bank for her to go get the money out the bank, then for her to pay me. I don't want to be in that type of situation. So in order to, that's why I say experience going to be your best trial and error. You're going to learn from that. You don't need me. You don't need nobody to tell you how to run your business. We can give you pointers all day. But that frontline experience that you deal with on a day-to-day basis with your clients, that's going to be your best trial and error. Because you don't want to be in a situation like that. You don't want to wait to 30 minutes after you done did their hair for you to get paid. Because I got to follow you. We got to wrap it up here. I got to get all my stuff together to go follow you to the bank and get your money out. Now it look like we doing the stick up. Like you're pressured to get money out the bank because I'm following you. And they see I done drove in the lane, didn't get no money out. And I'm following you after you got money out. Now it look like I'm sticking you up. You don't want to be in no situation like that. That was one of the craziest situations I had been in. And because she was a loyal client, I'm like, okay, she good for it. But it's just, I don't want to be in that type of situation. And yes, she waited to the end of her appointment to tell me. Otherwise, I would be like, no, girl, we're going to get that money right now. Or you can go get that money right now. Then I'll start your service. You don't want to be in no situation like that. I done had the craziest stuff happen to me. I done had people bring their kids with them. I done had people say they ain't paying the fee that I charged them. I done had people say I ain't paying no late fee. I done had people come late all the time. I done had people that I had to cancel, which I'm going to get into next. After my late fee policy, I have in here that I take photos and videos of my work. period. Sometimes when I'm in a rush, I forget to take photos and videos, or I don't post my content as soon as I do it. And sometimes I post my content right after I do it. But because I'm a content creator and a hairstylist that has to run the business, I have to have videos and photos all the time so I can have something to post. Y'all know I post on my story, I post on my page, I do reels all the time, so I gotta have something to post. So I take photos and videos of my work. I have it in here that I take photos and videos of my work, and at the time that I take them photos and videos, if you do not cover your face or tell me to cover it, don't come to me later on talking about, oh, I wanted my face covered in that photo, can you like blur the photo out? That has happened to me before. That's why I can tell y'all about it. It's happened to me before, where I go and I post the same way that you found me. I go and I post that I did your hair. Now you're writing me telling me, can you take those photos down, or can you put a blur on my face? Why didn't we just do that in the beginning? If you don't want no photos, if you absolutely do not want to be on my page, trust me, I don't have to post you. But regardless, when I'm doing your hair, know that I'm taking photos and videos. Just know off rip. That's why it's in the contract. I'm off rip taking photos and videos. And if at any point you want to cover your face, be my guest. But that's why it's in the contract, because it's happened to me before. And I was just so dumbfounded, like, why did I take the photos? If I blur her, the style that I did on her, if I blurred her face, it wouldn't have made no sense to post the photos. So I just deleted the photos. I just took them down. I'm like, it ain't even no point in me posting it, because the style that I did, when I go to blur it, you not even getting the gist of that style. I'm blurring out the style to blur out your face. So it wasn't making any sense for me. So I just ended up deleting the photos, and she never booked with me again. But I never wanted her to book with me again. But it was such a weird situation, because like, why? And then this is the thing, I said, this is what's so crazy. Well, I have a contract. She's why I have a contract. But she booked with me. Know that I take photos. I told her, hey, I'm going to take photos of the aftermath, right, of her hair. And I said, if you want to cover your face, you can cover your face. Oh, no, you're good. So I go and I take the photos. Oh, I wasn't aware that my face would actually be in the photos, is what she said to me later on. Can you take those? Can you blur my face? I said, unfortunately, I did give you that opportunity at the visit. And if I were to blur your face, it's going to take away from the hairstyle. So I would prefer to just take them down if I'm just going to blur it. No, you can just blur it. No, I don't want to blur it. I'm just going to take them down. Oh, this is so unprofessional. That's why I want simplicity, baby. I want it to be so simple from the time you come to me to the time that you leave. I just deleted the photos. Now we ain't got no photos. I just delete the photos because I don't want the headache. I don't want it. When I tell y'all I don't do shaky or bad business. If you are an issue from the get-go, or even in the middle, or towards I'm X. Blacklist. I don't want to do it, because you're going to be the one that posts about me and say, oh, she do bad business. Whole time you got your own issues you got to sort out. Now I'm to blame. So just to avoid all that, just make things real cut and dry. Just real cut and dry. You gave them an opportunity. If they don't like it, just delete the photos. That's what I did. I just deleted the photos because I don't want the headache. We don't even have to email. I'm just going to delete the photos. So after the late policy and the photo policy, then I go over, you cannot process your hair right before your appointment. Within those first 2 weeks, you cannot process your hair, then book an appointment with me. That means you cannot bleach it. You cannot color it. You cannot relax it or do a curly perm. You cannot do those services. You cannot do a keratin treatment and then come to me and say, oh, I want a sew-in. Oh, I want some box braids. Back when I was doing box braids. Oh, I want a quick weave. No, because it opens the gate for other things. And y'all that be doing that, stop coloring your hair then going straight to your stylist. Stop relaxing your hair then going straight to your stylist. I understand that the first couple of days and that first week of your relaxer is the best days. I understand it. But stop doing that because it opens the gateway for other things. If she were to braid your hair even the slightest bit on that fresh relaxer, you're going to feel like the tension is so tight, tighter than it normally be. Why are you getting a relaxer to get braids anyway? It's not that important. If you want a relaxer, I suggest, if you want color, I suggest just getting a natural style. That's something somebody can compromise on. But just me personally, just if you're going to do a chemical service, just wait 2 weeks and then come to me. I also talk about if they have flaky scalp or bugs, lice eggs, if they have open cuts, sores, any damage to their scalp, blood, scabs, a rash, inflammation, anything of the sort that is sitting on top of the scalp that I will come in contact with, because blood-borne pathogens is real, that I will come in contact with while I'm doing your hair, I would just prefer for you to heal and come back. Just heal and come back, baby. It's okay. I will be here when you need to reschedule. Just heal and come back. If you got a cold, heal and come back, because that's next. If you have a stomach bug, if you have the flu, if you have diarrhea, if you got tonsillitis, if you got pneumonia, if you got some type of viral infection, if you got the common cold, pink eye, sore throat, if you talking about, oh, your nose is running or it's just your allergies, just come back when you feeling better. Because your simple allergies, if you feel like it's just your allergies, you can end up getting somebody else sick. Because now it's in the air. I can clean all day, but it's in the air now. Now I done been around you for a whole 2-3 hours, and now I got it. Now I got to go to another client after you. Now they got it. Then I got to go to a client because I have to clean before I set up. Then I got to clean after I do your hair. Just off rip. But if it's in the air, if I came in with it, now it's too late. So I just prefer if you just wait at least 30 days to book with me. Now, if you know you've been sick for 2 weeks and you went and booked your appointment, wait another 2 weeks before you book with me so you can have your complete 30 days. Then it says, I understand that I am aware that my hair must be shampooed prior to my appointment if you did not have your shampoo service booked with me, because I do offer shampoo service. But if you did not request a shampoo service, you have to have your hair shampooed at least 1 or 2 days before your appointment. And the reason why is because you will have dry scalp or flaky scalp or product buildup, or you didn't grease your scalp or oiled your scalp, or you didn't put gel in it or whatever y'all use to tack it down to look good before your appointment, because y'all don't know how to just come to your appointment as you are. You want to slick it into a bun or press it out. You don't even have to do all that. So just agree to have it shampooed prior to your appointment where you don't have no product in it, if you don't have a shampoo service with me. I do not charge extra because now I gotta do a shampoo service on you. That's why I just say just book it in the beginning, because I don't like to alter my appointments either. If you come to me and you need a shampoo service, I don't have time to do a shampoo service if I have somebody to go to after you. So I just prefer to do what I came for. That way we don't have no issues and everything works smoothly. After that, we get into the unknown hair product reactions, because I use glues. Lace glue, 30-second glue. I use spray glue. I use gel glue. I use different, and I got about 10 bottles that look like this, because I be going through them. I be needing them. But this is my favorite one. I don't like the yellow one. This is my favorite one. I got so many different products that I use that I end up having to use, but I'm the stylist that tries to use like as less product as possible. Y'all see the style I got. It's very effortless, very minimum. I did my baby hair with literally nothing, like a drop of holding spray. I just slicked them real quick because I like effortless styles. I like natural looking styles. So when I do your hair, I try to make it as lightweight as possible. I like to make it as natural as possible. So when I use stuff, I don't pow a whole bunch of holding spray and a whole bunch of glue and a whole bunch of gel. Like, I try to make it as minimum as possible where it'll last you without getting in the shower and then now it's running down your neck. You know what I'm saying? So I have that clause in here that if you know that you're allergic to gel, just tell me up front. So that way, if you were to have an allergic reaction, now you done already signed that you're allergic to gel. And if I go to use gel on you, now I'm in trouble because I used something on you that you're allergic to that you openly told me about. And I went against my contract and I used it anyway. So I just try to avoid all of that. I also have it on here for lace closures, lace frontals, full wigs. Like I said, the adhesives that I use for them, and also stocking caps and bundles. That type of stuff can break you out as well. Some people don't know that they're allergic to the lace material, and it will cause a reaction. Some people don't know that they're allergic to the lace glue, and it will cause a reaction. If you tell me up front, now I'm not liable. But if you didn't know and I didn't know, I'm not liable. And you're going to check right here so that we know I'm not liable. Okay, y'all still with me? Then, I also have it in here for quick weaves. But like I said, we pretty much talked about all the products I use. I have it in here for quick weaves. Any service you can think of that I offer, I have a precautionary paragraph here to protect myself. Now, my favorite part, which is crazy, this is my favorite part because clients are always shocked that I have this here, but cancellations, I do have like an example here, but cancellations or no-shows, I do keep track of those. And I also keep track of your late history and my late history so that I know the main reason is I want to know how many no-shows you did because I only offer 2. I want to know how many times you were late or I was late because I am going to do something for that late, like giving you a discount. So I want to have it wrote here. Oh, I was 5 minutes late, so I gave her $5 off. I keep that right here. Cancellations, late. And along with that, I have a date of release. Meaning I released you as a client. We're no longer doing business. Or you decided you no longer want to do business with me. And we openly had this conversation where we both got it squared away where you don't want to book with me anymore or I don't want to do your hair anymore for whatever reason. That goes right here. Date of release and what exactly happened. That way, if it comes up later on, it happened in 2017 and we're now in 2024. I don't have to wonder why did Brittany say, oh, in 2017, because people do file lawsuits later on in life when they feeling like they want to tell their side of the story. In 2017, she used this product on me and I was allergic to it and I told her that I was allergic to it. And baby, this contract says, which you signed right here, and that's what happened. I don't have to wonder. So I'm going to also talk about how you're supposed to store these documents. And if you think I'm playing, I'm not playing. You should be storing these documents a particular way so that I know which documents these are. These are my hair documents. These are my documents signed. I don't play. These are not old documents. This is from middle 2023 to 2014. And I have a whole nother one. And I honestly feel like going forward, I'm probably going to separate them by the years, so that way make it even more organized, because I'm an organization girly. But client documents, personal information in here, so you need to have that there. And this is for my Slayandra styles. Mind you, I have their information, their emergency contact, their signature, birthdays. I collect birthdays, so that way when their birthday rolls around and they were to book with me for their birthday, I can, one, tell them happy birthday, and two, give them a discount for their birthday. I do things like that. I'm just a nice hairstylist. I'm not gonna lie. I do a lot of nice things for my clients, and I think that's why I've been in this for as long as I have. Truthfully, I'm gonna show y'all the punch cards that I have. If they right here. Oh shoot, that's not it. Dang. I don't know which box it's in right now. I do normally have some out, but this was an impromptu live. I just went live, so it is what it is. And then I have a blank forms for any forms that I have you sign, which I have them right here. And then these are my blank forms in here if I need a fresh one. I also take a clipboard with me. It fell earlier, but I also take a clipboard with me, so that way it makes it easier for them to sign. So I take that with me on my appointments. When I first started business, you guys know my hair company was 95 Tresses. She's organized. She's organized. Now we're operating as Sashay and Slay, which Sashay and Slay was my slogan. So all I did was change it to my business name. That's all I did. I just changed it to my business name. So now we're Sashay and Slay. Actually, let me put that back. That's for my products. So now we're Sashay and Slay. I keep all of that organized. No matter what business you're operating, keep some type of organization, so that way when you go to do taxes, because regardless of if you're licensed or unlicensed, which I happen to be licensed, regardless of if you're licensed or unlicensed, you want to have organization and a paper trail regardless. I understand that when you're not licensed, you're going to handle cash more often. I was on both sides of it. I was unlicensed for a while and I was licensed, okay? So you're going to have a paper trail regardless. Receipts for everything you do. It's better to have been unlicensed with a paper trail where you can explain what exactly happened than to be unlicensed with no paper trail where you just collected the cash and you left, and then now they didn't make the story up, and then now you sued. And now you got to start a whole new business, or you might not even be able to operate in the field anymore because you done messed it up from the beginning. So that's why we keep a paper trail. Along with Sashay and Slay, I also operate a prison reform. So I have one for that as well. We keep all our paperwork, business docs, anything we need for the business in file folders, which should be secured and stored away, which I happen to have a whole thing that I put these in, but we're going to keep them, we're going to keep them filed and stored where nobody can just pick it up and get to it. We're going to make sure we have them organized and put up. But that's why I say you guys have to literally start from the door. The initial conversation that you have with somebody. Start from the gate. Start from the gate. It starts from the gate. There's plenty of times where people will ask me a question and they have the answer right there in front of them. But I never go out of my professionalism. I never go into, oh my gosh, she irritated me. Like, let me just text her and say, girl, I know you see my booking policy. Like, No. Y'all do know that it's very easy to read something, have read over something, right? Like you read it, but it just slipped away that fast. Now I'm reaching out asking you, how much do you charge for? But that's why I don't even get into that. How much do I charge for it? It's on my booking website. I always send a link. Hey, how much do you charge for that growth oil? Send a link. That way, if the price changed, that's how we handle that. And that's how I honestly advise y'all to go about it. If I were to change the price of these bundles today, I'm just going to send you the link, baby. If I were to change the price of this oil today, I'm just going to send you the link. So that way, we don't even have to go back and forth about it. I don't have to misquote you. It's so easy to misquote a price or misquote your policy or whatever. So just from the gate, make sure that you cover everything. So that way you don't have to worry about nothing. Okay? Make sure you cover everything from the gate. And being that I've been in this business this long, I've been in the beauty industry for 18 years. This year made 18 years. I've been in the beauty bundle hair company industry for 6 years now. We started officially with our website in 2018, but I've been wearing bundles since 2013. So from 2013 until now, I know all there is to know about hair. Okay. And then I went to beauty school in 2016 to 17. I went to beauty school and I graduated. And now we're here. So, and I also have a gold medal in cosmetology. So when I tell y'all I know what I'm talking about, I know what I'm talking about. I have a gold medal for the state of Kansas in cosmetology. I also placed number 17 out of all 50 states on the national level. So when it comes to hair, I know what I'm talking about, okay? That's against all 50 states. Number 17. And I used to feel like, oh my gosh, that's not like high enough or whatever. But now I'm glad of everything that I've accomplished. For real. I think that I'm just like my biggest critic when it comes to certain things. And I be feeling like, oh, I got to have everything figured out and I got to have all the answers. And all. I'm my biggest critic. Like I said, I stay up till 4 a.m. There's a lot of back office stuff that you have to do when you have a business, and you have to make sure that everything is to a T. Like you have to make sure your discount codes work. You have to make sure your emails are going out. You have to make sure you're responding to emails. I have a chat option, which some people send me messages through my chat option sometimes. I'm my customer service. I'm my checking emails, answering the phone. I'm all that. So I have to make sure that I'm on my P's and Q's at all times. I'm packaging your order. I'm shipping your order out. I'm driving it to the post office for you and shipping it to you. Okay. Like I'm the back office. I'm the front office. I'm the in person. I'm the traveling to you. I'm not only doing your hair, but I'm also providing the hair. I'm also giving you the knowledge of my products instead of just selling them. I just added an option to my website called the Customer Care Center. This is something that I just decided to do when I was going through my trademark process, because it gave me a little more enlightenment on things that some people overlook. So what I decided to do is do a full service of demoing my product and showing you how to use it and have the knowledge on it. So now I have a section in my Customer Care Center on shopsachetslay.com where you guys can go on there and you can request for a live demonstration of how to use my product. This is the website. You guys can request a live demonstration on how to use my products before you get them, and I would literally go through a step-by-step with you on how to use them, what you need to know, different types of skin ailments, different types of scalp conditions and stuff like that you may be dealing with. And I give you the best routine that will work for you when it comes to my products. And because I know my shit, I'm gonna have my best friend give y'all a little update the next time we go live, because she just had an issue with her skin recently And y'all see, I'm having a good skin day. I'm having a good skin week. I'm having a good skin day. But she just had an issue going on with her skin, and I just told her a routine to do, and then it cleared her skin up. I'm somebody who deals with adult acne, like a reel that I just posted like within the last, I think, 2 or 3 weeks. I actually put it on Front Street that I got adult acne. I'm somebody who's used to clear skin, didn't have to worry about nothing but like one bump when my period came around, to now having adult acne where a bump can pop up just anywhere on my skin. And I feel like the world is over with because now I got this breakout and I don't know where it came from. And my skin is so sensitive in my adult life. Like I told y'all, I can be using something and then next week I can't use it anymore. So it's been a learning experience, and that's why I crafted my products the way that I have over the years, because it's gotten me to this point that we're at now. It's gotten me this far. So when I say I know about dry skin or oily skin or crazy rashes or like a breakout that'll pop out of nowhere, I know what I'm talking about. I done dealt with it all. Ingrown hairs, I done dealt with it all. Waxing, I done dealt with it all. Okay? That's why I pretty much do bare skin. Today I did lashes, filled my eyebrows in on the ends. And I had a lippy on, but you know, I've been talking, so it faded. And then I put a little highlight right here. But I'm pretty much bare skin, and tonight was date night. So right after my date night, I went right on live to give y'all a little gem or two. Because business, like I said, is my passion. It's my day-to-day. There's not one part of my day where I'm not doing some part of business. Literally. And the prison reform requires a lot from me. Because I personally type up people's story submissions with what they give me, and then I have to go post it on the website. When it comes to my beauty, I have to make sure my inventory is updated all the time. I have to make sure I'm responding to the emails. I have to make sure I'm shipping orders out on time. I have to make sure if there's something wrong with the transaction that I'm reaching out. I have to do every packaging, shipping. I have to do everything by myself. And then I also have my hairstylist days. So whenever I'm booked to go do those traveling appointments, I have to make sure I'm clearing out enough time to get everything done. So, I mean, I wouldn't trade it, because every year I done learned something new. Every year I done experienced something new. Every year is something. And like, that's why I want to do more collaborations and more teaching. And like, just, if you think that this live was something, when I do my teaching, my one-on-one sessions or like group teaching, girl, this is nothing compared to that. This is just prepping for your client and having a good appointment. But there's so much that goes into advertising and marketing yourself. I done been on social media since 2011. Being a content creator since 2011. Back when you didn't get paid on YouTube to post a video, I was doing content creation. So I know what it's like to not make money, to do stuff for free, to then start making little coins and trinkets, to then start making your worth. Now I don't charge anything less than, I think, $200 for a sew-in. I think $200 is my lowest sew-in. I told y'all I start off $25, $35 or $35 and $45. I started from the ground. Well, I really started from free, and then people was giving me tips, and then I went into the $35 and $45. So I started from the ground, and everything that I've done on myself first. Do not be scared to be your walking billboard for your brand. If you don't have no clientele, your best client to display your work is you. family, friends, but it starts with you. Don't make no excuses that you don't have support or you don't have clients or you don't have nobody to help you and you don't know the first place to go. Nobody was telling me how to get a business license. Nobody was telling me how to file my business and make it structured right and what to price my products as and where to get my products from. Nobody was giving me this handout and this blueprint when I started. I started back when nobody really knew what it was or how to get it. Okay? So the game didn't change, and like I said, I learned something new every year, and I remain a student. I still book with other people to take their classes, to get the knowledge that they got. Whether I need it or not, I still remain a student. There's not one makeup or hair or nail live that I don't go into. I still watch them YouTube videos, YouTube University. I still watch YouTube videos, whether it's business related, hair related, and I'm not a hairstylist that only focuses on hair. I'm a cosmetologist full throttle. Day into every facet. I want to know everything it is about beauty. But if I had to pick one, it would be my hair. It would be my hair. Because I can bare face all day. It will be my hair. I need to do my hair. And my man wanted me to get locks one day. And I had to humble him and say, babe, look, I can't get locks because I can't wear the same hairstyle every day. If I gotta stick to that hairstyle, I'm gonna have me 1,000 wigs. You better bet I'm gonna have 1,000 wigs, baby. I can't do it. And I also don't wear my hair a lot. That's why my hair grows. I literally did a big chop a couple years ago, and my hair grew all the way back because I don't put a lot of heat on my hair, and I don't wear my hair a lot. I don't. So it don't matter how many times I cut it off, color it grow right back because I don't keep my hair in for long, and I don't do anything that's like super tight or super slick. Like I'm that minimum effortless girly. These are heatless curls. Believe it or not, these are heatless. These are heatless curls. No heat, baby. No heat. Each day that y'all have seen me on live, I've had heatless curls. And I used 3 flexi rods. And because I like to be organized, I have everything right here that I use on my hair. Just in case y'all had a question. Oh, shit. I use these right here. This size. These 3. I put one in the front right here, and then one right here, then one right here. 3 flexi rods. Got these heatless curls. Then I got these at Dollar Tree. I got 2 packs of these, and I use the blue clip because it's closest to green. And then I tie my hair up with this bonnet every night. These are on my website. These are my reversible satin bonnets. And these are so soft. They open so big. They open up so wide. So even when I have my long bundles, I'll be wearing this bonnet. But I like it because it ties. And that's makeup. But if I don't wear that, then I wear one of my long bonnets to bed. I've been wearing this silver one just because I got that and I needed a new silver bonnet, so I've been wearing that one. But yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. I just wanted to give y'all like some good little, little razzle dazzle, keep your juices flowing. I want to give y'all a little tidbit. One thing I will say is to be somebody that's dependable. That word holds weight. Because when you say you're going to do something and you actually follow through with it, that make your name even better. Be somebody that's dependable. That your name and your word hold weight. So that way you can pivot and you can last in this industry. And the last thing I'm going to give y'all before I leave, we are in that transitional season right now where everything is going up because we're going into a new year. The economy is going to go up. Every year we shift and we go higher. So in this new season that we going into in this new year, the business is going to slow down. We're also in the holiday season. You might have spurts of a rush and you might have dry season, okay? Where nobody's booking, nobody's calling, nobody's emailing. When you're in those seasons, do not let up on your business. Do the same operation, passion, drive that you had when the business was flowing nonstop. Do not try to hike your prices up because things are slowing down. Do not try to get all extra antsy to accept any and everybody's money just because the prices are going up. Be something and be somebody that somebody can depend on, and make sure you don't just do business just to do it because you need the money, like for real. Make sure, because all money is not good money. Make sure that you're doing good business all the time and you're not letting up. That's why y'all been seeing reel after reel, post after post, whether I'm on my story or I'm making that video post or I'm making that reel or I'm going live. Y'all been seeing more and more of me because I've already went through my dry season. I've already went through my phase where I felt like, God, what we doing? What we doing, Big G? What are we doing? What are we doing right now? What are we doing? I've already been in my phase where I felt like, well, let me just work a job and let me stop doing business and let me stop doing hair. I've already been through that dry phase, y'all. I've already been through it. And I truly feel like because my heart stays in a good place, because off rip I'm just a good person, that he don't let me fall off too much. He don't let me fall flat. I'm thankful, I'm grateful. I'm happy that I'm favored. And he don't let me fall flat. So it be hard, y'all. In these seasons right now, you're going to see people do some strange things for a little piece of change. Strange for some change. You're going to see people do some things that they wouldn't normally do when they operate in their business just for the sake of getting that money. You're going to see them start doing the crazy, raunchy, ghetto challenges and the crazy music because it's their favorite song, so let me throw it on my reel, but it don't got nothing to do with hair, nothing to do with makeup, and now I'm going to put it on there because, this the bop right now. Yeah, my name is Sexy Red, and I got to put that on and it don't even align with the video and what you're doing in the video. Have you ever watched a music video and it got nothing to do with the song? Have y'all ever seen a title on a song and it had nothing to do with what the song was about? Make sure your business aligns with what you're actually doing. Make sure everything correlates. Don't let things be off track or be ghetto and raunchy or so about the money that now people are relying on you to always do a sale in order to shop with you. Now people are waiting for when you do that, bring a friend and you both will get discounted. I'm only going to book with you in them times because, she always doing a deal. I don't care if she says $200 because she always going to do it. I'm going to wait. Like Fashion Nova always doing a sale, but the reason why y'all only shop with Fashion Nova is because your favorite celebrity be putting them clothes on. And y'all feel like they wear them in their everyday life. So then you go and y'all know why y'all started shopping with Fashion Nova. Because your favorite celebrity had it on. Then you wanted it. But Fashion Nova do sales all day long to keep the customer coming. If Fashion Nova stopped doing sales right now, what is that brand going to be like? Not to even name drop, but what is that brand going to be like? If Pretty Little Thing stopped doing sales right now, if Forever 21 stopped doing sales right now, You go to Walmart because you have to. You go to Target because you have to. You gotta have food. Whether they doing a sale or not, you gotta have food. But one thing you can't say is that Walmart always got a sale. They always got this chicken on sale. They always got this milk on sale. Be a commodity. Be something that people sought after. Be something that people want, and it's hard to get it. Why y'all think Arrogant Tay is so popular? It's hard to get to that man. When he opened his books again and started doing hair now, name went up again. Oh, now I got a chance to sit in this chair. But y'all remember, he was only doing certain people's hair. Now I got a chance to sit in this chair. Be a hot commodity. Don't be out here trying to do business just for the money, and then now nobody wants to book with you because you're not doing a sale. You can't sell a t-shirt. You can't sell this press-on nails set. You can't sell them booty shorts and you a twerker because you're not doing a sale. Make sure that no matter what season you're going through right now, whether it's your dry season, your fast season, the money coming in, no matter what season you in, that you do good business and you keep your name good. I don't mind missing out. I don't mind staying up late. I don't mind living, breathing, thinking business, beauty, hair, what content I'm going to post, because I've always put in the work. I didn't start in 2011 knowing what I was doing. I just picked that camera up and I got to going. And if y'all think I'm playing, I will show you. I didn't know what I was doing. I will show y'all. I will show y'all. I will show y'all. I got over 200 videos on YouTube. First ever tutorial. It's loading. Hold on. First ever tutorial. First ever tutorial. Now, I done made a video where I was talking before, but first ever tutorial. I did not know. Right, so do y'all think she knew what she was doing? The left side, because I wear my hair to the right, and I got my. This is when, and let me tell y'all more about this. This is back when the shave size was a thing. I shaved my sides. I only had hair in the middle. I was so bald head, and I let my hair start growing back, and I couldn't do nothing but braids. I couldn't do nothing but braids. This video has over 100,000 views, almost 200,000 views. Nobody prepared me for that. Nobody prepared me for that. Nobody prepared me for that. Let me show you another one. And this is for anybody that want to do content creation. Start today. Start today. What that say? Look at me. In the beginning, this was back when people was Googling me because I didn't want nobody to know that I did YouTube. I don't know why it looked like that. This was back when you had to Google me to see my videos on YouTube. 200K views, 2017. Licensed versus unlicensed hairstylist. I've been giving y'all information. Back when I was in beauty school, I gave you the pros and the cons of being a licensed and an unlicensed hairstylist. I've been doing this, y'all. It's just that I have an issue with a lot of people watching me. So when I do lives and I don't see that many people come in, that don't bother me. Like Nene was saying, like, I love that you do it no matter who's in there. Because if you love what you do, you just do it. You ain't got to have 1,000 people watching you to give somebody some good gems. To tell somebody what you've been through. What that say right there? 1.6 million views. Do you think that when I started as a content creator that I ever would have thought about 100 or 1,000 or 1,000,000 people tuning in? No. And it took me so long, because like I told y'all, I said this in a makeup live when we did that 3-way makeup. I had a client come to me before, and when she walked into my house, when I was doing hair in house, she walked into my house, she said, oh my, and I did not even know this was the lady that booked me on YouTube. A lady wrote me not too long before this and had said that she wanted to book me because she saw I used to do like the compilation videos of my hairstyles and then post them on YouTube, and I would get clients from that. I also posted on Craigslist, and these are some things y'all can still do. I used to drop my business cards everywhere, anywhere I could think of. I used to post on Craigslist in a services category. They have a beauty category on there. You can post your hair ads in there. They charge $5 now. It might be a little bit higher now, but it used to be free. I also used to post on YouTube with the compilations, and then I had started posting on Instagram when Instagram came around. But I was a word of mouth girly and business card girly, and then Craigslist girly, and YouTube. Anytime something came out, I was on it because I needed them clients. So I had a client come to my house, and somebody had wrote me and said, oh, they wanted to book with me. I do good hair, blah, blah, blah. A client came to my house and she booked her appointment. She said, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She started screaming. I feel like I'm meeting a celebrity. I said, I went just like this. I know what to do. Because I'm like, girl, it's just me. Little me. It is me. I didn't know what to say. I was like, huh? I was so confused. I was shocked. I'm like, huh? She was like, I follow you on YouTube. I've been following you for years. Oh my gosh. I was like, it warmed my heart when she got to tell me the story. But you never know who's watching you. I remain the same person I am with no views, with 100K views, with 1,000,000 views. I got a video on Instagram right now with over 6 million views. I kid you not. I remain the same person regardless. Regardless. What'd that say? 6.3 million. I'm the same person regardless. You have to be. I couldn't have gotten this far without smut on my name, being this humble, being this favored. If I did bad business, if I was so nonchalant, didn't really care, so passive aggressive or aggressive, talking to people crazy, I couldn't have got this far. I try to make sure every day when I wake up that I'm giving some type of value. Whether that's with talking to my man, talking to my family, talking to my friends. I try to give some type of value. I'm starting to go live more often because I want to collab with people. I want to give the knowledge. I want to tell you guys the things that helped me along the way. Because nobody's going to give you a handout. And I don't mind doing some stuff for free. There are plenty of business owners right now that I've helped when they first started out. Entrepreneurs that I helped first starting out. Hairstylists that I helped first starting out. People write me from YouTube. People write me on Instagram. And I still consider myself a small fry, but I know that I'm an OG in this game because I didn't start it when you couldn't get paid for it. That's so humbling. You couldn't get paid for it. I've been a content creator before you could get paid for it. So I didn't been here for a long time. And even though I'm still young, like, I want everybody that wants to do content creation, that wants to be a service provider, that wants to just be an entrepreneur, or that wants to have a business to just go after it. You don't need anybody to walk you hand to hand, to give you the game, to break it down in layman's terms. You don't need nobody to get you there. But also be okay with relying on help as well. Remain a student no matter what stage of your business that you're in. There are some people that look at me and feel like I have it all. There are some people that look at me and be like, she's just starting. Or she ain't made it because she don't got celebrity clients. Or she ain't made it because I ain't see her on Shade Room. Or let your level of success be your level of success. I made it to where I am, and I have the name that I have because people actually respect me, respect my business, and they know when I was coming up, it wasn't too many hairstylists around. It wasn't too many people doing the styles that I was doing. Even when I was in beauty school, even when I moved down here, there was not a lot of people doing what I was doing. I had people standing over me, watching me do hair. Because Michigan people, that's why I love where I'm from. No matter where in the world I move to, I love where I'm from. A lot of people talk down on Michigan, but we got something that's so rare that people don't have. You know a Michigan entrepreneur, hairstylist, makeup artist, nail tech when you see one. You know one when you see one. It's so top tier. Just like you know a Atlanta stylist, you know a New York, you know it when you see it. Being from Michigan is not a bad thing, and I really don't like that conversation when it come up, because it's like we downplay where we from, but where you from is what made you the hustler that you are. The situation that you went through is what made you who you are. You didn't get this far because I escaped Michigan. Like, come on. It made you who you are. So that's something that I carry with me. I make sure people know I'm not from here. I'm not from here. I make sure you can ask any of my clients. You can ask anybody I've ever did business with. I am not from here. Any old teacher. I am not from here. I embrace it. I've spent almost as many years here now as I have spent back home. But I never forget where I'm from. You gotta wear where you from like it's a badge of honor. Like, you gotta be proud of where you from. What is a better success story as somebody who been through what you've been through, who lived where you lived, and made it out of where you came from, than that story? What is a better story than that? Sometimes you just got to be thankful of the things that you've been through and the things that you've accomplished. I look back on some stuff and I be like, dang, I didn't give myself enough credit. Y'all know I don't like my lips to be ashy. I didn't give myself enough credit. I look back and I be like, dang, like when people would be like, girl, you got a gold medal. Like, that's something where I'm from I never even heard of. I never even thought about nothing like that. And I never thought that hair would take me anywhere close. Okay? All I knew is from the time I picked that comb up, baby. That we were doing some hair. That's what I knew. By the time I picked that comb up, I was doing some hair. I know if I go broke, I'm doing some hair. I know if I'm rich, I'm doing some hair. I know if I'm sad, if I'm depressed, I'm doing some hair. That's all I know. And I love what I've accomplished over the years, but it's like I think maybe that's what keeps me humble though. Just understanding that you can always elevate, you can always learn something more. I'm teaching myself something new every day. I've been trying to teach myself more on the business tip. I'm even going back to school. Like, it's just, you could never know enough. You can't. And it's like, people, this head ain't big for nothing. People will be looking at me like, dang, like she know a lot about business. And it's because I'm day in, day out. If you surround yourself with what you hope to achieve, with the things that you want for yourself, you're only going to go up. If you keep relying on the fact that so-and-so got this and so-and-so have that, and so since they got, nobody owe you anything. Sometimes you got to work for everything. You got to ground zero, build it from the ground up. Nobody owe you nothing. Nobody looking to give handouts. Know that nobody owe you nothing. And just trial and error is going to teach you so much stuff. It's going to teach you so much stuff. And don't be afraid because you have so many ideas and you don't know how to compact them. You don't know how to break it down. I used to be there, have all these ideas, and for the life of me, I can't put it into one business. And I realized with hair, I have everything that I want to do all in one. I don't got to limit myself. I got everything. I got to talking to people about business. I'm almost about to get off live because my alarm's starting to go off. But I have everything I want. Talking about business, talking about hair, selling hair and products, my skincare line, my hair care line, everything that I want and what I stand on and what I hope to achieve and what I want to provide to the people. I have it all in one with the hair game, for real. And I think that's what keeps me in it so long. That's why I never truly left. Like, I be having, I didn't quit twice. But when I quit, it really, I quit after my grandma passed. And the first time I quit, it was because I felt like, I wanted to go do the job thing, So I went and started working at the airport. And so I wasn't doing hair. I was like, oh, girl, we real big, bossy, responsible. We saving the world. I thought I was saving the world, Craig. So I was working at the airport and doing TSA. So I felt like I was doing something so important. But everything that I do is important. It's a part of my journey. It's a part of my growth. And it's another chapter, another notch on my belt. And you just got to look back over some stuff you've been through and some things that you've had to face, some things that you had to struggle through. So that way you can come out to where you at now, or you can get to where you headed next. You don't have to know everything that you're going to accomplish because we don't know it all. You don't have to know where you're headed all the time. You just have to put in the legwork. Put in the leg work for your brand. Be your walking billboard. To my people that do nails, y'all got one of the easiest ways to market doing nails. You got one of the easiest ways to market. All you got to do is put your hands in the camera and take that photo. You got one of the easiest ways to market. You can keep doing different simple stuff to your nails and market that. But some people, they be so scared to put themselves out there that they won't even do that. Okay, I think that was my last alarm, but you have to be willing to be your walking billboard to your brand. You have to be willing to be a student in the game. You have to be willing to go through some struggle times. You got to be willing to go through your struggle phases. And them going to be your best times of your life. Nothing humble you, and nothing, like I said, is more of a good success story as when you had to be humble, when you had to get it out the mud. That's your best and greatest story and comeback. When you had to struggle, because it teach you how to pivot. It teach you to know when and how you're going to do your next move, because you don't know where it's coming from. You don't know where it's coming from. You ground zero, foot to pavement, trying to get it out the mud. That's going to teach you your best and greatest and most challenging and most rewarding accomplishments, success story, struggle moment. You're going to have the greatest story to tell. But you got to remember, everybody got a story to tell. So when y'all be trying to use y'all struggle moments to make somebody feel where you coming from in order for them to give you a handout and be looking for them to give you something like they didn't have it hard too, you got to be careful of that. Because just because I don't wear it where it's visible, that don't mean I ain't been through it too. People will look at you and think that you spoon-fed and think that you just rich royalty. I got friends right now that make certain comments and I'll be like, I ain't never had it easy, baby. I might make it look like it, but I ain't never had it easy, baby. But that's just the thing. Stop trying to make people feel bad for you. That's the type of conversation you have as a motivational, or that you have with yourself just to like push yourself, further, or just look back on what you done been through and glad that you ain't there no more. Like, stop trying to make people feel bad for you and then like look for handouts. I don't believe because people are your family and your friends or they're in your bed that you owe them anything, that you have to give them anything, that you are required to fund whatever they're selling, promote whatever they're selling, give to whatever they're selling. Support is free, yes. But if you do not put in what you expect from me, why am I obligated or required to provide that for you? And a lot of us are pot pourers, where we want to pour so much. But you got to be careful, because you will keep attracting them same people and that same energy around you, and you got to let go. You got to break the bond. You got to let go. And it's okay to put distance on stuff. Put a distance on it, then come back to it later. It's okay. And you're going to have heartbreaks, and you're going to have good times. But don't let either one outweigh the other. Don't go through so many heartbreaks where you feel like it ain't never going to be no good times. Don't go through so many good times that you feel like it ain't never going to be no heartbreaks. Because then you're not prepared for either one. You got to go through it and grow through it. Okay? And glow through it. And that's what I'm going to leave y'all with tonight. And I truly hope that y'all get whatever y'all seeking in this new year, because we coming up on a new year. That's also why I want to do this live, so y'all can get y'all business in order, so y'all can get y'all self organized. If you want to, because there's so many entrepreneurs right now. If you want to be in this business and have longevity, don't be scared to put yourself out there. Don't be scared to fail forward. Okay? If you're gonna fail forward and keep going. Fail forward and keep going. Because it's a whole lot of pavement that we got to cross. Okay? It's a whole lot of pavement we got to cross. Don't be letting people's success stories deter you from getting your successful moment. Don't let people down talk you so much that they play you or trick you out your spot. Like, just hit the ground running. You know how they say hit the ground running? Hit the ground running. Hit the ground running. Okay? And just every day try to do, it's better to do a little every day than to do nothing at all. You could do a little bit more than you did yesterday. Do a little every day than to do nothing at all because you're so scared to fail. You scared ain't nobody gonna book you. You scared ain't nobody gonna show up. You scared ain't nobody gonna be there for you. You scared people gonna give up on you. You scared of a negative reaction. You scared of not making no money. You scared that it ain't gonna go right or something gonna happen. Put yourself out there and make sure that no matter what you do, if you gave all that you can give, hey sis, if you gave all that you can give, then that's all you could do. And that's what you should be proud of. If you gave all that you could do, you should be proud of it. That puts you one step closer to where you want to be. Whether you had to fail forward to get there, that puts you one step closer to where you want to be. And don't let nobody else's success story deter you from where you see yourself. I don't care if they in the same field as you. They doing the same thing that you are doing. They offering the same prices that you got, or a little bit cheaper than you, or a little bit more than yours. Don't let nobody's success story define yours. We all got our definition. Like I told y'all, I'm not looking to be no celebrity hairstylist. I love my regular clients and I love what I do. I love the reactions they give me. I love the whole process. I love being a traveling hairstylist now. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner. I love being a business owner. I love being a multi-business owner. I love the fact that I have freedom. I love the fact that I could do what I want to do when I wake up and when I go to sleep. I love that I can stay up late. I love that I can go to sleep early. I love having the freedom and the joy that comes with what I do. And if you don't love what you do, you're in the wrong field. That's not to say you're not going to struggle. Like I said, don't do so good as you think you're never going to struggle. Don't struggle so much that you think that it ain't never going to be good. You can't get caught up on that. Put the foot forward and fail forward. And I'm going to leave y'all with that. And before I leave, I truly hope, in the mighty name of Jesus, that God puts you where you want to be. Because we all going through something. And we all trying to figure out where our next meal coming from. No matter how good you think you have it. This economy switching so much. So much. That where you see them at, that can end up being you. You might have had 100 clients yesterday. Now you got 2. So fail forward. And I pray that God give you everything that you're looking for. I pray you put in the work so that you can achieve what you're looking for. And that when you go through that struggle season, that you come out on top and you able to tell your story and tell how you pivoted. Because it ain't nothing worse than not making out of it. Making it out. I think I'm sleepy. Making it out. Making it out. Oh, that was hard. Oh, that was hard. That's what I told y'all. I stayed up till 4:30 in the morning. Oh my gosh. But I gave y'all a lot. I gave y'all a lot tonight to have stayed up that late. Hey, I gave y'all a lot tonight to have stayed up that late. But I'm about to go to bed. Because, honey, that tongue was tired, baby. But I'm tired. So, I love y'all. And I pray that God give y'all amazing and beautiful and wonderful things coming forward to 2025. I pray that y'all heal Leave the hurt in the past so you can do good business. Hey, so that you can make it out. That's what I was supposed to say. You can make it out. And you don't do it for the money. You do it for the enjoyment and the fulfillment that you get internally. Keep your heart posture good. Pray against anybody that's trying to put up anything in your namesake and your likeness for your bad. That they be rendered powerless. Pray against those lurkers and those watchful and monitoring spirits that try to steal your blessings and your joy. Pray against them. That they be rendered blind and powerless. Pray against that dark cloud that you feel like is over your family and over your life. Pray that God go before you so he can stop anything that's trying to get to you. Pray over your home, that he camp angels around it, that he bring the Holy Spirit in here and cover you and your family. Let any ailment sweep past it. So that way you get all that's coming to you and that God is trying to provide. But right now, turn your ears to the Lord so that way you're not left behind. I'm going to leave y'all with that. Because God is so good. And if you're not in the right place right now, get there with him. One day at a time. That's all it takes. That's my favorite quote. One day at a time. You don't gotta know everything. One day at a time. A little bit more each day. And you won't get to where you want to be. But I pray that y'all get there. That's my timer. So I can get up out of here. Amen. Feel me near and far protection. Yes. Pray over protection. Pray for patience. Pray for peace. Don't pray for money. Pray for the good things. Because in the Lord, you have your riches. Okay? He's plentiful. He will provide. But I love y'all. And I will say good night. And I hope that y'all sleep good. In the mighty name of Jesus, I pray that he protects you and your family. Keeps you whole. Keep you sane. And keep you out of danger. Okay? In Jesus' name, amen. Love you too. Good night.